Vidya ma'am, you can start with the session.
Uh, Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am, you can start with the session, ma'am.
Am I audible to you, sir?
Yeah, very much, ma'am.
Okay. How about my screens, sir?
It's visible. It's visible.
It's visible. Mm. Good evening, sir. And good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Welcome to the session. I'm myself Vidya BG, working as assistant professor at Don Bosco Institute of Technology, Bangalore. Before starting the session, can we set some ground rules for the session? Yes? Okay.
Yes,
Yes. Please put your phones on silent so that we can minimize our distractions. Uh, Active listening is important, and respect the schedule of your peers' time. Uh, and also, interaction is very much necessary. Before starting the session, before introducing the topic of the session, I just want you to just have a look at these three questions which I have shared on the screen. I hope the three questions are visible. I want you to just think of these three questions and later we are going to answer it. What are the three things you are grateful for today? Just think of all right from the beginning, from the morning. What are you grateful for? Please list. Three things. I think someone has unmuted. Can you please? Yes, thank you. What are the three things? Again, someone else. Just jot out the 3 points. What are the three things you are grateful for today? Is telling the truth always easy? Which value defines your personality the most? Am I audible to you, everyone? Because it's getting echoed for me. Three things which you are grateful today. Is telling the truth always easy? Which value defines your personality the most? I want you to think on these three questions. Grateful, it can be even a small gratitude also, that is also fine. Is there anyone who is ready to answer for the first question? I hope my screen is visible and I'm audible. Can anybody tell me the answer for this?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible and audible. You can continue.
Yes. Tell me three things. Is there anyone who can answer this question? Like, what are you grateful for? Okay, maybe even we are grateful for the one who helps us. Okay, maybe even the auto driver who drops us to our workplace, or the one who collects the garbage from home. Even that is gratefulness. We should be grateful. All small things also. We always actually feel less gratitude. Okay, and gratitude actually changes our perspective. And even research have shown that grateful people are happier and less stressed. We are not even grateful for smaller things also and whatever we have actually. So the next question, is telling truth always easy? We have to self introspect for all this second question. Truthful?
No, telling truth is sometimes very difficult.
Yes, ma'am, I do agree. Telling truth always is sometimes difficult. Exactly. uh, I do also agree. Yes. Is there any other view from any other participants? Actually, the real test comes when honesty requires courage. We may not be very courageous to tell truth all the time.
And sometimes it is better not to tell truth because if you're on the other part hurting someone, so sometimes it is better to say lie.
Okay. s- okay. Say lie also is better, you are telling, ma'am. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine, ma'am. I do accept. And I want one more thing. Which value defines your personality the most? Okay. Which
My
value?
helpful nature.
Very good, ma'am. Thank you. Helpful nature. That means it is kindness. Uh, it can be discipline. It can be even respectful. Okay, respecting others.
Punctuality.
Punctuality. Yes, of course. Feeling gratitude. That is also there. Okay, fine. Any other values which you can define your personality from the other participants?
Sincerity and hard work.
Sincerity and hard work. Thank you.
A
Thank you.
good listener.
A listener. Okay. Okay. That is the value which defines our personality. These are the values, of course. Yes. Thank you. Every person actually is different because each person prioritize different values. Say, for example, ma'am said about kindness or gratitude. Sir said about punctuality, all those things. So those values actually define our personality because we prioritize these values based on our individual. So can we move on to the next one? So I'm going to introduce today's topic, that is value education. I hope this is very much important for this present generation also. Not only for the present generation, for the whole society, I feel it's very important because we are in a race actually to gain something, all those things. But where we are lagging is we are lagging that moral values. So if I can just recollect, am I audible? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation, ma'am. In our school days, when we were studying in schooling, we had moral education actually, moral science and all. I don't know how far it is correct. These values should be taught from the home or at the school. But we used to follow some values during that time, maybe by obligations or maybe by compulsion and all. But what we are finding is present generation are losing that values. So I've chosen this topic from domain one, that is value education. So in this value education, in this session, we are going to look into majorly four topics. We will understand what is actually values, understanding values. Here we are going to know what are the values, what are the main values which has to be inculcated, and core ethical values, ethics in action, how you can build those actions, put all those values into your daily life and building your compass. Okay, these are the four major objectives, are the overview of the sessions where we are looking into. Okay. I hope you can see this. This slide gives you actually the definition of values. They're just like building blocks of our identity, like how we require bricks to build up a building or a room or to construct. The same way, if we have to build up our identity, we need certain values, we need certain principles that actually define our personalities. Okay, it can be honesty. You also has listed kindness, gratitude, respectful, punctuality, telling truth. So few more to list is honesty. Then we have integrity. You can just check empathy, responsibility. So these are the few values, examples of few values. Now, let's look into which values are essential. Okay. Does we require these values, or do we really have to build up all these values or follow these values? So according to you, please let me know which values are much necessary now or much essential now. If I ask you to tell only one value, which has to be followed by everyone, which is that one? Can anybody please share views on this question? Which value is most prioritized, very important, very much necessary? If you ask me, I'll go with the first one, which is there on my slide. It is honesty. I also would like to know your views on this. Okay. Vandana ma'am has done honesty, discipline, helping mentality, understanding other perspective, kindness, honesty, yes, of course. Then hard work. Okay. So many responses. Thank you. Thank you so much. So as we can see, values are building blocks. They're invisible actually. You can't touch them. You can't, but you can obviously control almost every decision you make with values and principles, what you follow. I'll just give an example. Like phone, we are all very much aware, like we use phone systems and all. If phone or your system works because of the software which is installed in it. Similarly, your personality works because of the values which you have prioritized or you are following it. So honesty, that is speaking truth even when it is difficult, as ma'am said, it is quite difficult for us to tell truth all the time because of some circumstances and all. So speaking truth even when difficult uh, is honesty. Suppose, for example, you have copied an assignment, a student has copied an assignment, okay? Of course, it is quite difficult to admit. If you admit, then it is definitely an honesty, example of honesty. Empathy, okay? Understanding other person feel, that is also an example for very important values which we need to follow. Of course, the next one is integrity, like doing right thing all the time when nobody is also watching us. We always tend to do right things when somebody is monitoring us, supervising us, or watching us. But doing that right thing, even when nobody is watching, is a good example for integrity, that value. And responsibility, that is owing your actions. We are responsible for our actions. Okay, these are the major 4 values which I have listed actually. We'll move on to the next one. Next, I hope you can see the next screen, shaping the future, the power of value education. Education in actually has changed its meaning, I feel. Now, being parent also and students also, we always run behind uh, marks, a CGPA, degrees, degrees to get jobs, and all those things. But where actually we lag is to, in our education system, to build our character, confidence, and even compassion, courage, and other values. Okay. If you have to shape our future, value education is very much important. Rather than marks, rather than our CGPA or SGPA or our degrees. So we also have to concentrate on all these characters, confidence, compassion, courage, and other values which actually shapes our future. Am I going good? Like, I need
Yes,
some
ma'am.
feedback.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am, absolutely.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for confirmation, ma'am. See, we always stick to notebooks actually, like textbooks, writing assignments, that this, but we always fail to teach them this. Yes, without discipline, nothing is achievable. Yes, I have received message. So we need to teach them beyond the textbook actually. Like, as I said, today's education system focus on placements, packages, degrees, percentage, and all. So it is also very important to shape the future of next generation. Next, we have to inculcate all these values which are much important. Like it can be honesty, integrity, responsibility, character building, ethics, respect to others, kindness, gratefulness, having that gratitude, sense of gratitude, all those things. Just, I want you to just go this beyond the textbook. I think you can see this slide.
Yes.
Yes. Once I just wanted to share this. I was listening to the talk of some resource persons from some company, maybe Infosys, I believe. He was actually telling now the present generation is well versed with all the AI tools, all the skills, all the software skills, all the hardware skills, which are very much required. Where actually they are not hiring those students or those so even those candidates have been rejected just because of their attitude. Companies today are increasingly like they're not hiring candidates based on their attitude also. That shows that it's not only these technical skills which are required by today's generation. Apart from that, the attitude or the values also should be followed. Of course, skill can be taught. We can learn those skills. If you want to learn other skills, of course, it can be taught. But characters and values is much harder to teach actually. But we have to inculcate those values in ourselves. Like you would have seen in our classes also, many toppers, of course, they get good grades in the exams and all, but they fail to work as a team, in a team. And even they cannot communicate properly in the team. Okay. Those things, of course, it's quite difficult to teach. Okay. But those qualities or values has to be followed by the students or even us also. Like now we have access to internet, access to all the information, many gadgets. Of course, yet we have more stress also, anxiety, loneliness, all these things, stress, all these things are also has become part of our life. Because success has become comparison. We do compare. Even if we have two kids at home also, we start comparing them. Okay. First one is getting more, the second one is not getting more. Okay. We start comparing either with the marks. We ourselves compare with our colleagues with the salary, all those things. Even that comparison actually has caused all this stress. We're not grateful for what we are having actually. Okay, just check, look at this slide. Why values lead to success? Because we always look into this IQ. We feel IQ is everything. And we always neglect this EQ, that is emotional intelligence, which is neglected actually. I just saw this line actually while I was getting this content. IQ gets interviews. Okay, it can take you because of your IQ, because of your mark sheets, because of your grades, you can be shortlisted for the interviews. But EQ, that is emotional quotient, gets you promotion. Just imagine two employees. Okay, one is with high of IQ, the other employee, the other one is with average knowledge, average IQ, but respectful and responsible, having that sense of gratitude. They're helpful. Okay, whom do you think will become the leader or can survive most?
The one who have all the skills like helping nature,
Yes.
having good
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That shows that values are very much important. That is, emotional quotient is very much important than intelligent quotient, IQ. Actually, the one with more EQ can only become that leader. Okay, leadership actually depends on values, not on IQ. I think you can see this slide. If you follow some sets of values, actually, it actually helps you to live in harmony. It helps self-development. You can be self-disciplined. You can be confident. And of course, peace. Okay. And also it improves trust. And also it gives you respect also, actually. Having those values as your personality. Even small things also, okay, if you follow some values, helping others in the society, following certain basic rules also, having some sustainable practices, following traffic rules, okay, being responsible for the public properties, like not harming them, having sustainable practices, like small things like keeping surroundings clean, saving water. Okay, all this can also be a part of your personality. I have a few more questions for you. One is, how many of us actually carry reusable water bottles when we go from home? Do we really carry it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Yes, of course we do carry, and we actually, if we follow, definitely our kids, our children are also going to follow the same thing. And how many of us switch off the lights when leaving? Even in the classroom, even in the school, also I teach students. Okay, if you are coming out from the class, if nobody is there, please do switch off lights, fans, so that we can have some small steps for the sustainable practices. Actually, all these small actions of us reflects our values. It looks very small initially, but actually together, when it is compounded, these small habits only reflects our personality, reflects our values, which we are following. Can you just check this slide? These are the core pillars of characters. That is, as I said initially, which I listed in the slide. That is integrity. That means doing right when nobody is watching us. Empathy and accountability, that is responsibility. These, I feel, they are the core pillars of the characters, are the values which has to be followed. Okay, can you see the real world impacts? What happens if you follow some values? Of course, it reduces conflicts. It creates better workplace. Of course, then when workplace, better families, and better society can also be created. just by following small habits of small actions of values, even if you take in terms of society, like we keep talking about corruption. Actually, corruption begins with a small dishonest habits what we follow. And of course, honesty, it's a vice versa. It starts with the small truthful actions what we follow in daily life. Even for example, if you take students, uh, not cheating in exams, not copying the assignment from their friends. These are small things which they can even follow apart from the sustainable practices. But we keep talking about values, but how to practice those values every day? Can we develop these values overnight? Okay, we want to build our personality, prioritize some values. Can we build up those values overnight? Tomorrow, can we do that? It has to be built actually. Okay, overnight we can't have all those values. It has to be practiced daily, values every day. Maybe by just as I said in the beginning, maybe with having that gratefulness, having that gratitude for any three of the person or three of the act which we have done today, which we have received today. That simple act, one simple act of kindness also, that also actually builds up our values. Or else asking few questions for ourselves. Okay, because while going to bed, we pray God. Okay, we thank God. Okay, we can ask even few questions. Did I help someone today? Okay, did I lie? Such questions, introspecting all those questions, actually helps us. Or if I hurt someone, that also actually reflecting on these actions which we have done builds our characters, builds our values. So if you have done some, maybe we would have lied someone. Okay, we may have not felt gratitude to someone today. Okay, why don't you feel that sense of gratitude? All those things actually builds up our characters and helps to practice these values every day. Okay, let's do a small activity, because we don't give that gratitude to the people who helped us. Let's just close our eyes for a minute. We'll just think of one person who actually helped us today. It can be a small help also. It doesn't matter. Just think. We wouldn't have told that person thank you, whatever it is. I hope by this time everyone would have got one person in the mind who has helped actually today. Are you all there with that one person whom you want to tell thank you?
Yes, Vidya ma'am. Actually,
Okay.
every day we will have one or the other person who help us, isn't
Okay.
it?
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, what happens, it is not that we don't want to thank them. Maybe in our busy schedule, we may not be able to recognize their help, and we may not be free, able to tell thank you for them. As you said, it is better that we, make a habit that when somebody helps us, we should say thank you. If not that day, maybe other day we should make sure that we quote their help and show our gratitude.
That is the sense of gratitude, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Even a small help is a help, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you. Can we just open our eye, thank them silently? I hope everyone has one that instance or incident which you felt thank you. As ma'am said, we may not tell that thank you on that time. Okay, can we say that gratitude silently and thank them? I hope everyone has done it. Can anybody like to share? Any one of you, please? Whom did you thank? Why?
Ma'am, like our house help, she comes daily at our home to clean our house or work at our house. But although we are paying to her, but we forgot to say thank you to her.
I completely agree with you, ma'am. I also really wholeheartedly thank my help also. Actually, it's a great.
Because
Yes, yes, ma'am.
sometime when they were not there, especially during the time of COVID, we realized that how important they are for us for in our life.
Every day. Yes, yes, ma'am. Please go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. I wanted to thank her help. And just remember, a teacher in your school days, what actually, maybe your favorite teacher or any of the teacher, what comes to your mind?
Actually, Vidya ma'am, when I
Yes,
was
ma'am.
in my high school, I was always struggling with mathematics. It was
Okay.
never been my cup of tea.
Mm.
So after the weekly test or something, I used to cry. At
Okay.
that time, I had one English teacher. His name was Edward Charles Bangera.
Oh.
He told me, he was the one who consoled me, stating that, listen, child, even I was in your position. I never thought that I will be able to do mathematics. But what I did is, I made a smart choice. I decided to go with language, which was my heart and soul. So today I am your English teacher because I followed my passion. It is not necessary that you have to go with every subject into, you don't have to feel sorry or you don't have to cry if it is not your cup of tea. So
Okay.
that day I decided that I am also going to go with my stream, which may be comfortable for me. And, today I am a social science teacher. Today I teach even English. It is because that day he was able to build confidence in me. I also met him after my B.Ed, and I personally thanked him that that day you helped me, and today I am able to become a teacher. I don't know how many students you might have helped. I'll make sure that I will also follow the same path of yours. If any child is in, need of help, I'm going to do the same thing what you have done to me. So that I wanted to quote. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for telling your experience, ma'am. I just wanted to ask you one more question, ma'am. Do you really remember how we thought at all these instances what you explained is because of his values, right? If
Yes,
I'm right.
madam.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we don't remember how they have thought and all, but the values, the consoling, the kindness, all those things, the honesty are guiding you in the right path. All those values only we remember. We remember our teachers, right? Yes, of course. One day, people will forget your marks. Okay, you would have scored 100 out of 100. You would have scored 10 CGPA, SGPA, and all. But how you treat them with your values, maybe kindness, honesty, your behavior, that is what actually is remembered. Actually, that is how these values and the legacy of these values are built every day. I have a challenge for you today. I hope you can see my slide. Can you see that your challenge today? I want all of you to please pick one value that your future self will be proud of. Pick one value which you wanted to follow from right now. Think which value you wanted to choose. Maybe you have so many values which you are following, you have built up from many years. It has become your personality. But I also want to pick one value, ethical value, jolt it in our mind. That you will be grateful for yourself in future. Okay, I followed this value right from that day. So I'm now, I have built up this personality. You can leave that legacy actually. And I want you people to follow that value right from now. Maybe you feel proud of yourself in future. Because
Ma'am,
yes, ma'am.
there are two values which I personally follow,
Yes,
and I made my son also follow the same. One is be helpful and be kind to others.
yes.
Second one is whenever you are taking food in your plate,
Mm.
you should take only that much which you can eat. There should be not even a single grain which should be wasted.
Yes, ma'am. It's a sustainable practice. It's a value which you have inculcated in your kid.
Yes, ma'am. And
Yes,
he
ma'am.
follows it very thoroughly. He make it a point. He take only that much which he can eat.
That is how, ma'am, we can change them actually. If we follow, definitely they are going to follow the same thing. If you fail to follow such values, definitely kids also silently they are following what we are doing actually.
Yes, ma'am.
That is how we can change them by our actions. I hope everyone are there with the value which you want to follow, cultivate. Yes, of course, we have a number of values which we are following. But to that addition, I want everyone to follow one more value from this session. Can be even very small also, like as ma'am said, not wasting food. Saying thank you. Even as small as it is also, it is fine. Because I saw this quote, the values you choose today will define the legacy you leave tomorrow. I want everyone to choose one value where you leave that legacy in future by following that. Are you all there with that value? Can anyone share that value which you have picked? It can be very small also, very simple also, which you may not be following before. You wanted to start it from today, from now.
Ma'am, there is one value which I would like to follow in future
Yes, ma'am.
is that I'll stop being rude or being angry at anyone. I will try to be as polite as possible because sometimes you don't know, in anger you say those words which hurts others a lot.
Yes, ma'am. Being kind to others. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing which you wanted to follow after from this session. Thank you, ma'am. Anybody else? So that is what this quote I read. The values you choose today will define the legacy you leave tomorrow. So I hope you follow the value which you have chosen today. Apart from the values which you are actually following, that definitely is going to leave the legacy behind you. And you feel very grateful for yourself in future because you have picked that value. You are able to follow that. I end this session. Thank you all for joining the session. And the session is open for discussion. If you want to share your views, share some thoughts, you can. Yes, Lalita Mama has done. I choose integrity. Yes.
Dearest participants, we would
Ma'am,
really request you people to come forward and give your valuable feedback for today's session to the resource person. That would be really great.
Okay, thank you, sir. Actually, it was a wonderful session. Vidya ma'am, can see your well preparedness, lovely slides, and apt explanation. We look forward for many such sessions, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your words, ma'am. You are my inspiration, actually, ma'am. Radha, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anyone else? Okay. So I think that's all
thank
for
you
today.
so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Suman ma'am, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for conducting such a important and meaningful workshop on values. The session was really engaging, informative, and thought-provoking because in real life, as you know, we forgot this value, but it's the right time to inculcate this value in our societies or in ourselves. And your presentation was really good, and the way you have put your effort in this, it was really amazing. So thank you so much for the wonderful presentation and the informative session.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So thank you everyone for your wonderful feedback and wonderful job, Vidya ma'am. You
Thank
have
you.
indeed, presented the topic in a very easy manner for each and one of us to understand and digest the concept of it. Thank you so much, and we are expecting many such sessions from your end in the future.
Thank you. Thank you.
Those who wish to, join our upcoming gender sensitivity uh, certification program can ping me for the details. It's going to be taken by our resource person, Mrs. Radha Lakshmi V. Rao, who is currently in the session with us. And that's all